Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your connection to the person that you are dealing with and needing to learn the most from right now. We are looking at all three sides of the connection. We've got your energy toward it, their energy toward it, and the energy in between it. This middle section looking at what is the deeper purpose of this connection and what is the best way for you to move forward in order to align further with your higher self. I've pulled the overall energy and clarified those messages as well as the overall theme for the reading, but I still have a different tarot deck I'll be using for each side of the connection, so I'm still pulling 12 messages, 6 for you, 6 for them, and then I have the advice deck that I'll be using to close out the extended with. Any information on the extended or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. Last thing, please remember that these are general readings. They are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So do please remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. On that note, these energies can be swapped, so the whole reading can be reversed. If that is the case for you, that's totally fine and totally normal. The point of these readings is for you to take what helps and leave what doesn't. All right, Pisces. On your side of the connection, this is a pretty heavy energy. That's why I'm kind of taking that deep breath here, because it is for the higher good with the Five of Cups. So there's been a lot of disappointment that you've experienced in this connection. I feel as if you've been let down a lot, but it's interesting that you have this "it is for the higher good" card, because it's almost as if you feel that it's necessary in a way. I don't know why or where that's coming from yet, but I do definitely feel as if there's this disappointment, feeling very let down, maybe even some grief associated. But then there's this energy of like, it's for the highest good, it's for the highest good. And I don't know what that means yet, like how that connects to what's going on here. But this person, they have ignoring the pain with the Fool card. So this person kind of feels as if they have this tendency, this habit of ignoring their pain, obviously, and always searching for a new beginning. So when we're talking about relationships in particular, you typically see it with like serial daters or people who are codependent or people who don't know how to be alone, or ultimately people who don't know how to sit with how they feel. So what they look for is distraction, and they look for it in whatever or whoever they can get it from. And I kind of feel as if this is one of those people. When things get hard, when things get complicated, when things start to trigger them, it's, oh, I can't handle this and I gotta go find something that's easier to handle. That's kind of this energy that I'm dealing with, or that I feel you're dealing with, that I'm picking up on regarding this person, because then they have this veil. The overall theme of the reading is veiled. So there's this like mask, or there's this mask, because in between the connection, then you have lies and partial truths with the Nine of Wands. And so there is a deeper truth that needs to be seen. I feel as if there's a deeper truth that you're needing to see about this person and like what they're truly capable of when it comes to love, and both are they able to give you what it is that you deserve kind of way, and are they worth giving so much to? Because you have this "it is for the higher good" card, which concerns me a little bit, because it almost feels as if you feel that the suffering in this connection is necessary for you to be loved. And I want to take a deeper look at that if that is the case. So let's start, Pisces, with your side of this connection. It is for the higher good with the Five of Cups here. This is Pisces side of the connection. Woo! Okay. There we go. My goodness. This has been painful for you. There's a Ten of Swords, betrayal, abandonment, lack of justice. This has been, I feel as if you kind of got stabbed in the back here. I mean, this has been very heavy, and I felt that as soon as I tapped into the energy. I was like, because when I pull the overall energies, I'm not yet channeling. I mean, sometimes some things will come through, but I don't really truly try to tap into the energy until I start the video. And as soon as I did and I started doing that intro, I was like, oh my gosh, it like almost was hard to breathe. And I feel as if that's kind of the nature of where you're at in regard to this connection right now, because this Ten of Swords is heavy. And then you have this Justice in reverse, which is just this feeling or energy of just getting screwed over, for lack of a better way of putting that. But let's get more. The Lovers in reverse. The Empress in reverse. Pisces. Oh my goodness. And there's the Five of Cups. A lot of sacrifices were made or are made on your side of this connection, Pisces. There's a lot of giving here. A lot of giving to this connection, a lot of showing up for this person. I mean, this is tough, because this is accepting less than what you deserve, accepting way below your worth, and sacrificing your value for the sake of something, and then constantly being met with this Five of Cups. So it's almost as if there's this energy where you believe in this connection as if it's necessary for you to sacrifice your value or what it is that you deserve, or to accept less than what you deserve, out of hopes that eventually you'll receive the love that you're truly deserving of. And then you gave so much, and then we're met with this Ten of Swords. Met with the Five of Cups. And this, I feel like this wasn't a one-time thing. This isn't a one-time thing in this connection. There's a lot of moments of feeling this disappointment, this Five of Cups, considering it is in the overall energy. Let's get more. The Justice in reverse again, but then another message, hoping things will change. Hoping, a lot of hope. You had a lot of hope. Hope that things would be different, hope that things would get better. But you seriously just kept getting screwed over. Just keep getting screwed over in this. But it's almost with this, and this is what concerns me, is you feel as if, almost, Pisces, as if this is what it is you deserve. I'm going to dive deeper into that, I feel, for sure. But I want to switch gears. We're going to do 3, 3, 3, 3. So we're going to jump back and forth. I feel like it makes it easier to, for me to kind of build the story and understand what's going on both sides. So let's get more for this, or let's get some for this person's energy toward you. Ignoring the pain with the Fool card, because okay, let's see. The road most traveled. That's what the Moon in reverse with the Four of Cups, the road most traveled. This person not only has a tendency to play it safe, but to take the easy route when it comes to love. And there's something about your energy that requires this person to try harder. And maybe it's just because of what it is you require yourself. But with the moon in reverse, and then the Four of Cups kind of being, Four of Cups focusing on what doesn't really matter, having a tendency to focus on like distracted, but not straight up just distraction. Like just prioritizing and focusing on what doesn't matter. And what they have a tendency to direct their focus toward is whatever, with the moon in reverse, whatever is the easiest, the least scary. Vulnerability, authenticity, honesty, all these things are very scary, right? And instead of facing those things, they do literally the exact opposite. Avoid them. They avoid them. They push with the Five of Swords here, pushing away the good, pushing away love. But they ignore the pain associated with that. Which is because there's the Fool, right? They walk away. This person walks away when things get hard. That is the easiest way to put that. They walk away when things get hard. They abandon the situation altogether and almost ignore the fact that it is painful for them, because even though they are walking away from something that they care about or someone that they care about, and this is not just an energy with you, Pisces. This person doesn't just experience this energy with you. This is them in their life. It's when things get hard and challenging, and I'm not talking about like physically hard and challenging. I mean emotionally. When things get emotionally hard, when things require them to face themselves or to open up or to do some healing, they go, oh, no, can't do that. That is too much to handle. I am going to figure out where else I can go so that I don't have to deal with that. Because they're walking around with this veil, this mask, a version of themselves that isn't who they really are. So that's another thing, right? When someone gets too close to uncover who they really are, to taking that mask off, they're going to do whatever they can to be like, oh, don't get too close. I don't want you to see who I really am. And that is because they don't like themselves. They don't love themselves. They don't value themselves. Has less to do with them not valuing you. Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, Two of Cups. See, they do have love here. But then there's the Page of Cups in reverse. They're not emotionally available to give and receive that love. So you show up with all this love and this connection, and they do literally everything in their power to push it away. And that's because they don't see their own value. With the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, they don't see their own value. They don't feel worthy, deserving, capable of love. So when you show up with it, especially coming from, such an unconditional place, they like panic almost. Like I heard that song and freak out. It's just a funny way to hear that. It's like they freak out. Like push it away. Oh my gosh, this is too much love. Too much love. Don't know what to do. Gotta push it away and go somewhere else. Because somewhere else is safer than giving and receiving love in a healthy manner. Because giving and receiving love in a healthy manner requires a lot of learning to love yourself, which requires facing yourself. And that's not something this person is doing. With the Ace of Cups in reverse and ignoring the pain, they're pushing it all down. That's the emotional unavailability. There's a complete lack of emotional availability coming from this person, but it's not that they don't love you. And I think that that's what makes things hard for you here, Pisces, is because you know that they love you. You know that they care about you. They just have no idea what to do with that love, because it's like, if someone's running from loving themselves, and people can only love other people to the extent that they love themselves, well, naturally they're going to run from you too. And what that does is that makes you feel not good enough. It makes you feel undervalued. It makes you feel unlovable, because there's a part of you that's saying, I'm showing up in this with everything that I got, and this person is just disappointing me over and over again. It must be me. Especially if they'd like move on to someone else, or if you see them giving love to someone else, or giving someone else what it is that you want from them, or whatever the case is. The difference is, it's really easy to accept love from somebody who doesn't push you to grow. If that makes sense. It's really too easy to accept anything from someone who doesn't push you to grow. And I feel like because of how your energy kind of triggers theirs, you try to push them to grow, especially with the energy that you show up with in this connection. But it just feels as if they don't have that availability on an emotional level to even let you in. And that's why I feel the biggest thing that I'm gathering in this reading, Pisces, is you cannot take that personally. I mean, I get it. I've been there. I super get it. But you cannot take somebody else's inability to receive love and therefore give it back personally. It's going to feel personal. It's a personal relationship. But it's also not your burden to bear when somebody else is unable to receive love. What you have to look at is it safe for me to continue? Is it safe for me emotionally? Is it safe for my mental and emotional well-being to keep showing up in this connection, giving this everything I have, given this person's limited capacity to love? That's the question you have to ask yourself here. Not what is best for this person, Pisces, but what is best for you. And I'm not talking what's best for you in terms of, oh, if you do this now, things could change and get better eventually in the future. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what is best for you right now in this moment. If this person never changed, they never opened up emotionally, if their actions and their habits and their capacity to love, if that never changed, would you be happy in this? Would you be healthy and safe and happy in this connection? Or are you giving to this everything you have out of hopes that this person changes? That's the difference that I feel Spirit is asking you to look at. All right, back to your side, Pisces. Let's see what else we got here. It came out and I was like, it didn't feel like it came out, and then it came out again. Ace of Wands. It didn't feel like it was supposed to come out, but I was incorrect. The Empress in reverse. You cannot mistake, it's a tough one. You cannot mistake passion and chemistry with connection. Because connection will be there for you. It will wake up with you in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. and be there for you. Connection, chemistry, it won't. Not all the time, not unless there's connection. And in this connection, and I mean deep connection in the sense of like, you can trust, you can rely on them. You know that they love you in the way that you love them, and they're going to show up for that love in the way that you do. That's healthy connection, right? When we start focusing on chemistry, I've never felt this way before. This person gives me butterflies. They make me feel so intense. All of these things, I feel these emotional highs when I'm with them. It's chemistry. And though that can be a very good foundation, or no, other way around. Connection has to be a foundation for chemistry. Chemistry cannot be a foundation for connection. If there is no connection, no trust, no being able to rely on the other person, then it isn't sustainable. And I feel as if there's this intensity. You feel a lot for this person, and that makes you willing to do a lot of things that you wouldn't normally do in connections. Because there's a part of you that thinks that this is as good as it can get for you. So you're willing to sacrifice. With the Empress in reverse and it is for the higher good, you're willing to sacrifice so much because you think, oh, I'm just sacrificing now and eventually things will get better, but they never do. You end up disappointed. You end up feeling the same way that you always have. I'm not saying this connection is doomed. What I'm saying is nothing's going to change unless you make the change. We'll talk more about that, I'm sure, as we keep pulling. Yeah, see, the Ace of Pentacles reverse, Magician. You're waiting on an opportunity. In this connection and in this person, waiting on an opportunity. Let me see. Yep, look at that. Could be dealing with another water sign or an earth sign. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. This could also be you, so it could be you and an earth sign. Doesn't have to be. Take it as it resonates. But I'm gathering here. You're waiting. It's like you're waiting on this opportunity in this connection. This day where you're finally here. You're finally at this 10 of Cups. You're accepting so much less in the meantime. And all that's doing, Pisces, is draining your soul. Because the question here is, why do you think you have to suffer in the way that you have in this connection in order to be loved? That's the question I ask you to ask yourself. And try to figure out what wound that's stemming from. Is it the dynamic that you learned in childhood through your parents? Is it the dynamic you learned because of their relationship with each other, their relationship with you, or your caretakers, or what is the answer here? Because this runs a lot deeper. Because then you have this 9 of Wands. There's a deeper truth to this connection that's blocking you, and there's this need to see it, that there's something that's blocking you from being able to receive the love that you are truly deserving of. Let's get one more for your side of this. Because this is heavy, like my head hurts being in this energy, Pisces. It's your ego. And when I talk about ego, I think so many people, we've had a tendency in the spiritual community to kind of demonize the ego. Your ego is a good thing. It's your survival mechanism. It's when your ego controls and makes decisions for you that it's not so much of a good thing. And our ego's main priority and goal is to keep us safe, literally to keep us alive. And so what that means is it's going to put you in situations that it knows it can survive. And the fact of the matter, Pisces, is that you have gotten very used to surviving the disappointment when it comes to love. Other people disappointing you, feeling let down, feeling unlovable, not getting what it is that you deserve out of a connection. That is something that you've become very comfortable with, almost to the extent that you've attracted it. You continue to attract it because you think that's actually safer than being loved. Truly, fully, and wholly. And in the way that you deserve. Because someone loving you and someone knowing how to love you are two very different things. So I feel as if there is a need to dive a little bit deeper into what's being brought forth in this connection for you, because this goes a lot deeper than just this connection itself. There's more that's needing to be addressed so that you can make the best decision for yourself in not just this connection, but other connections. Because a lot of your decisions in this connection, Pisces, have been based on how to best love this person, which is wonderful. That's a wonderful quality to have. But you also have to, you've got to also keep yourself in that equation. What is the best thing for this person? And is that also the best thing for me? That right there. Is this the best thing for this person, and is this the best thing for me? You have to hold yourself up there. You know, you see this person as deserving of love, but so are you. And if you're looking for it in someone who isn't capable of giving it to you because they're stuck in this running pattern of pushing away and running away and new beginnings because those are easier, then you're going to continue to find yourself feeling the way that you do in this connection. And I can tell you from experience and with 100% certainty that you deserve more than that. Every human being deserves more than the kind of love that you are currently receiving in this connection. Promise. All right, this person's energy toward Pisces. This person's energy toward Pisces. Ooh. It's like this refusal. This person almost has this, because Two of Wands, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So there's that earth sign energy again. This refusal to step out of their comfort zone when it comes to love. Almost like, even if they desire it, and you see that all the time. I experienced this when I first got into, not the refusal to step out of my comfort zone, but I experienced this when I first got into my current relationship with my current partner. I've never been loved in the way that he loves me. And at first, I had no idea what to do with it. It terrified me. I was just constantly looking for, this must not be real, this must not be true, there must be something else going on. Like, I literally tried to rationalize my fear into trying to find a way to push the connection away, walk away from the connection, push him away, whatever the case was. And the biggest thing that I had to do was I had to face some pretty deep fears, insecurities, and traumas from my past to learn how to take responsibility for my triggers, open up to love in a healthy way, work on myself while simultaneously working on the connection. And though the connection was absolutely worth it, it was not easy. I mean, it wasn't necessarily like painful, but it was easy, or it wasn't easy to work through all those things. It made me face some things about myself that I didn't want to face. And that goes with any connection that we have in our life. If we're going to open ourselves up to love, we have to face all of the reasons why we don't, right? And this person, you show up with this love and this connection, they have these, feelings of being undeserving, this fear that strikes in them, fear of being hurt in the future, fear that stems from their past, and their initial response is, go the other way. That's too scary. That's too much. Can't do that. Which is going to constantly keep them in the pattern of running. That's why there's this Fool. It's like this constant new beginning in all of their connections, just always looking for the easiest way through. The road most traveled, as I said in the beginning. Commitment issues. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Commitment issues. Not able to commit. Because committing is hard. Committing is scary. Committing takes healing. And I feel like there's this, like, it's almost as if you're like, why? Like, even if you've been married to this person, it feels as if there's this, why won't this person commit to me kind of energy? Why won't they commit to me? Why won't they choose me? Taking it very personally, right? They're literally reflecting to you through their decisions and their habits in love what, like, their own fears, their own insecurities, their own stuff. It has very little, if not nothing, to do with you. Now, oftentimes when we're attracting emotionally unavailable people with commitment issues, it typically means that we struggle with the same, just in a different way. Because it feels, Pisces, obviously this person is running. You got a little bit of chasing energy going on your side, and that is where you're the most comfortable. You're the most comfortable with desiring and working for the love that you deserve. You're not so comfortable with receiving it. So that is why you have a tendency to look for it in people such as this person who never fully gives it to you. And that is a reflection of a deeper wound that we hopefully can get to the bottom of. This person's energy toward Pisces. Stuck in a pattern of running. I don't know why I'm singing these messages. It just is like, it's just coming through in such like a, yep. Stuck in a pattern of running, stuck in a cycle of running. Lack of communication. They probably aren't even aware that they're running, right? If they're ignoring the pain and they're not facing these things for themselves, they're not going to be able to be honest with you because they're not being honest with themselves. So they're stuck in this pattern of running. And that's not just from you. It's from anything that is difficult for them to face. And that, Pisces, is not your burden to bear. That is not fair to you to require yourself to bear that burden either. So taking a deeper look, because that's what's hurting you. Look, there's a 10 of Swords. This pattern of running, it's like every single time this person disappoints you, it's another freaking knife in the back. And I feel like there's a hell of a lot more than 10. So I feel as if there's a need to look at what's really going on here, because you don't deserve to hurt like this. And I can tell you again, from experience, both with myself and my experience of helping others, is that love isn't painful. It's challenging, and it pushes you to grow, and it pushes you to face parts of yourself, but it doesn't break you down to do that. But I feel as if you, on some level, Pisces, feel as if the suffering in this connection is what makes you worthy of the love. The more you suffer, the more that you're more worthy of the love that you desire. And again, we gotta look at what wound that is reflecting. So in between this connection, you have lies and partial truths with the 9 of Wands. I'm going to pull 9 different messages, and then an advice card to close out the reading in the extended. Any information on that extended is in the description box below. Thank you so much, Pisces, as always, for your support of my channel. I obviously hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, Pisces, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Pisces.